Hey everyone, this is Zach from Nothing Coherent, bringing you some more SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 General Manager mode with a random roster. Last time we got to Backlash. Let's go ahead and look over that pay-per-view again. Chris Benoit is still our champion. Randy Orton is actually unsatisfied, so we're going to probably try to get him a win on this very first episode of Raw. That's the main goal. He needs to win a match. So I'm either booking him in a handicap match against Benoit, or I'm doing a rivalry in place of a match against somebody that he should be able to beat. In fact, I'm leaning more towards the second one. So I'm going to create this card really quick, and we'll see where we're at. Okay, I'm back. So I've got the card made. Let's go ahead and simulate these matches. As you can tell, I actually have the music turned off. The reason for that is we got a copyright strike on the last episode. We don't want that again, so I went ahead and just turned off the music. I'll probably just be throwing in music from YouTube's free audio library. Apparently, MJF's theme song in AEW actually comes from there, so I'll probably be using that as a joke. Sylvain Grenier actually won, and Mark Jindrak won. Randy, what the heck, dude? I can't help you if you lose matches. That's not good. Lita won the title from Stacy. That's fine. Rick lost to Khosrow Davari. Edge beat Muhammad Hassan. And Benoit won the triple threat. Of course he did. Whoa. I was going to say, we have more of the main news coverage. Yeah, 170,000 fans. That we just lost everything we gained. Okay. Now we have a few more people who are content. We got Tori who's content, Rick who's content, and Muhammad Hassan who is content. I am trying, Randy. I'm gonna try the same thing again. This time, I'm gonna put you one-on-one with Jindrak, and if you lose to Mark Jindrak, Randy, I don't know what to tell you. Let's see. You should absolutely win that match. Alright. Now we have this match card made. Let's go ahead and simulate these matches. Randy, please get a win. Alright, Paul London, Robert Conway, and Tori Wilson won against Sylvain Grenier, which is good because Tori said that she was needing a win. Orlando Jordan, Shelton Benjamin, and William Regal won, which is good because they needed wins. What the hell is going on? How is Randy Orton losing to Mark freaking Jindrak? Lita, she won against Stacy. Good. That's what I wanted to see because Muhammad Hassan needed a win. And RVD is the new Intercontinental Champion, I believe, after winning the ladder match. Yeah, Trouble in Paradise. Oh my god. Guys, do you see what I see? We won this week. It wasn't a pay-per-view. We just won. Holy crap. Is losing matches my future on this show? Something has to change. Dude, I gave you the weakest guy on the roster! What do you want from me? We should really consider negotiating a new contract. Yeah, okay. Sure. Hold on. We'll give you a new contract. Yeah, that seems worth it. Alright. Let me adjust popularity. Randy is still our second most popular guy, so I need to do something for him. I have an idea. Alright, this is a weird one. Let's go ahead and simulate these. There's only one match that needs to go a certain way for me on this show. And if it doesn't, I don't know what to do. Because I might permanently lose Randy. Okay, Michelle McCool beat Tori Wilson. That's fine. Paul London, William Regal, and Robert Conway beat Steven Richards. Robert Conway's lucky. He's like right on the edge of being a jobber, but his popularity's like above 35, so I'm like, I can realistically use him as a third man in these. Shelton Benjamin and Orlando Jordan's feud is officially starting, and Shelton Benjamin gets the win. Stacy and Rick beat Lita and Khosrow Davari. That's good. Jericho gets the Intercontinental title in the hardcore match. Edge, Randy Orton, and Chris Benoit beat Muhammad Hassan. Thank God that happened. Now I can go back to normal, right? Like, we can. Raw picked up another win of 50,000 fans. I told you guys, like, give it a little bit of time, and we're going to start to win some fans, which should not be happening, but it is. Let's see how Randy's doing. Randy's happy. Good. Now, what do you want? You want a new contract. Okay. I'll give you a new contract only because you're actually doing good for the brand. Your popularity is an 80 freaking 8. Like, you're above and away everybody else at this point. Like, let's look at our rivalries. Yep, that's what I thought. That was going to go down. Okay, so we have to rebuild here. I'm going to pause and be right back with some new ideas. Okay, so we are at the final house show of this... Not house show. Final Raw of this show. It feels like a house show with the way I'm booking it. So let's go ahead and simulate these matches. I have a plan for the main event. My hope is that somebody else wins the title. Sylvain Grenay, Michelle McCool, and Stacy Keibler beat Steven Richards. William Regal, Paul London, and Robert Conway beat Mark Jindrak. Good. Go back down the card, Jindrak. You made life hell for me for this episode. Lita beat Tori Wilson. I started a rivalry here because Stacy and Lita's rivalry soured, and Tori was also pretty high in popularity, so it just made sense. Edge and Ric Flair become your new World Tag Team Champions in a steel cage match. So that'll probably push Edge up to 70, which is good. We need that. We put Orlando Jordan and Shelton Benjamin in a triple threat with Chris Jericho to end his rivalry with Rob Van Dam, which soured. And finally, the main event. Chris Benoit retains the World Heavyweight Championship. Or WWE Championship. Okay, well, they just had Judgment Day, so we just got our butts kicked. I guarantee it. Let's see. Only 100,000. Okay. Let's look at that pay-per-view and see what they did. They had a 4-star match between Triple H and The Undertaker. That would be what I would do too. They had Eddie Guerrero and John Cena. That's a great match. Why is that only a 3? Batista and Kurt Angle for the U.S. Championship. Okay. Honestly, this is a very stacked card. Maybe it's just because they weren't building their guys. I wanna see what their roster's looking like now. Okay. So their popularity on their guys. They have quite a few in the 80s, 2 in the 70s, and then everybody else was 60 that was on that card. Except Eugene. Eugene's at 50, and Carlito. So all these 2 guys weren't even used, which makes sense. Let's look at our fan support. We're only down by 375,000, and we were already winning fans back. So if we look at our rivalries, we have Benoit and Orton still. Edge and Muhammad Hassan is about to jump up. So is Rick and Khosrow Davari. Shelton Benjamin and Orlando are about to pop up. My goal is to put RVD in the slot against Benoit since he doesn't have the Intercontinental Championship anymore, and then put Randy with Chris Jericho for next time. But if this rivalry is still going good, I'll just keep adding RVD to it to try and have a better chance of him losing that championship. Because if Benoit loses the championship, it won't be the end of the world, because he'll just start a feud, hopefully, with Van Dam. So what I'll probably do is do a single versus single with a manager starting next time. But that's it for today, guys. Join me back next Saturday where we go all the way down to Vengeance, and then we will see where we're at around that time. That's where we're going to really start to see how we're doing. I think our roster is actually doing okay for the most part. A lot of 60s. We're getting closer to the 70s. Edge hit 72, or 73 actually, winning the tag titles. Jericho's at 70. Stacy is moving up. Van Dam is moving down, but he has a really high overall, and I'm thinking I can put him with Benoit and move him up the card some. That is the plan. So we will see, because we can't keep doing Randy versus Benoit forever. The crowd will eventually sour on it, and Randy just can't seem to beat Benoit. RVD has a higher overall, I believe. He has an 87. Randy has 86. Benoit has 89. Jericho, I think, is 87 as well. So, like, those four, I'm going to just be swapping them in rivalries throughout the year, since they're the closest in popularity and overall right now. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Oh, Jesus Christ. I really thought Randy was going to jump.